Welcome to TNT Outdoors. Does the Buck Bomb Doe and Estrus spray work? Well, we're going to find out. It's just getting to be the rut here in Texas, so it's the perfect time to test this. So we're going to set off the Buck Bomb, put a game camera on it, and see what happens. Alright, well let's go. I'm going to spray a little bit here first, just like this. Get a little bit all around, down on the ground here. Okay, and now we are going to set off the Buck Bomb. Welcome back. I'm coming at you from my deer blind studio today to go over the results of our Buck Bomb product test. We started this test on November 19th, and our first deer sighting at the Buck Bomb site was on November 25th when this doe and this fawn came by. Sorry about the little bit of water on the lens. And here's a hog strolling by on November 27th. So it had been pretty rainy outside ever since we put out the Buck Bomb. So about a week later, on November 27th, I decided to freshen up the site a little bit, and I released another Buck Bomb Doe and Estrus. And then on November 30th, we got our first buck sighting. But he just cruised on by and didn't even seem to notice the Buck Bomb site. And here's a spike buck passing through on December 3rd, and he also didn't even acknowledge our Buck Bomb. Here's another buck coming through on December 4th, but I think something else spooked him. And on December 10th, we got a visit from this little buck. And he comes back through a few hours later. I think our game camera may have him spooked. He's walking pretty close to the bomb site, but I think he's more interested in the camera. And here's a couple of does coming through on December 14th, and they don't seem to be interested or even bothered by our Buck Bomb site. Another doe on December 16th, practically walking right over our Buck Bomb. She doesn't seem very interested. And here's another buck strolling by on December 16th, and he doesn't even seem to acknowledge our Buck Bomb site. And then over the next several days, we continued to have a decent number of deer passing by, but none of them seemed very interested at all in our Buck Bomb site. Well, this doe is sniffing a little bit, checking out our Buck Bomb, and it's been about a month since I sprayed it. Well, there you have it, the results for our Buck Bomb product test. And I think it's safe to say that the results were underwhelming at best. I really had high hopes for this Buck Bomb. I always imagine you put this stuff out, you set it off, and man, these deer are just gonna come running. But obviously that wasn't the case. But I will say that it didn't seem to bother the deer, didn't seem to spook them or scare them, so that was at least good. I have tested stuff before that had the complete opposite effect to attracting deer. It actually seemed to scare the deer away. Well, at least the Buck Bomb didn't do that. So my thoughts are, I don't know, honestly, I take it or leave it, Can't say that it's necessarily bad, it doesn't scare them away, but it didn't really seem to attract them. Now, we did start the test on November 19th and then refreshing the site up on November 27th of last year. That still should have been during the rut, if not the main part, at least, towards the end of the rut. So I would think if it was going to work with an Estrus product, it should have worked during that time. Now, maybe it was a little bit too late. Maybe the rut had already finished in our area. I'm noticing this year the rut seems to be starting a little bit earlier than what I thought it would have. Now, maybe the rut had finished up by then, but I think it still should have been going on. But having said that, I think since it wasn't scaring the deer away, I'm going to give the Buck Bomb another shot. And I'm going to do a test this season during the rut, but definitely during the rut. I'm going to start a little bit sooner, maybe about the second week in November. We should definitely still be in the rut. So we're going to give the Buck Bomb a second chance for this year. So be sure to subscribe and look out for that video if you're interested in seeing the results of this year's test. But for now, I'm pretty much ambivalent to the Buck Bomb. I could take it or leave it. Right now, it doesn't appear like it did much for us. But I am going to give it that one more shot. And maybe it'll change my mind. And if any of you have used the Buck Bomb before, please tell me your results in the comments below this video. I'd really like to hear what other people have to say about it. that's pretty much all I have to say about the Buck Bomb. Well, I hope you found this video interesting and informative. And if you did like the video, please hit that like button down below. And if you're not already a subscriber and you did like the video, well, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Because if you like this video, you just might like more of our videos too. Well, either way, thanks again for watching this video. Have a great day.